Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am super excited to be doing this video for you guys. So I was contacted by mymakeupbrushset.com and they wanted me to review two of their brushes. So there is going to be a part 2 to this video, but today we will be reviewing the oval brush set that they have. Now this set comes with 10 brushes, all different shapes and sizes. So let me just go over them for you. So we have brush A, we have brush B, C, D, and E. Now all of these brushes are considered to be the face brush. A and B are good for foundation, any powder. C and D, I like using that for contouring, and I did use E to blend in my concealer. Now next we have F, which is a very different shape than the others. It's a lot thinner. So this is F, G, and H. All three of these are the same but different sizes. Now I did use this one for contouring my nose, and I did use H to do the green on my waterline. And the last two brushes are I and J. I did use these on my lid and also to highlight the inner corners. Now these brushes are super cute. They have a black handle and they are rose gold. As far as the durability, I was really scared that they was going to be really weak at this part of the handle, but they was pretty strong. I didn't feel like they were going to break at all when I was using them, which is a really good thing. And they all came packaged in this really cute velvet drawstring bag. So in the video I just go over the brushes again and how I used them to create this look. So don't forget to like the video, comment, and to subscribe, and part 2 will be coming soon. Okay, so I've already done my brows and prime. Now today I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation. I'm just going to apply that all over. And the brush that I'm going to use to blend it in is going to be the largest brush, which is brush A. So I'm just going to use this to blend everything in. And with first use, the brushes are very soft, extremely soft. It's blending everything in really well. I'm really liking the coverage that it is giving me with this foundation. It's very smooth. Okay. Alright, so far so good. So next we're just going to go ahead and move on to the concealer. I'm just going to use my Maybelline FitMe concealer, and the brush that I'm going to use to blend it in with, this is brush E. Yeah, this is brush E. So I'm going to use that to blend in my concealer. This is brush E, and I like the shape of it. It's just as soft as the other brush. Now I can tell that when you're using this brush, you don't have to use as much product as you would normally use when you're using like a beauty sponge or a beauty blender, because it would soak up most of the product. Now with this brush, it's not soaking up any of the product, so you do get better coverage and you don't have to use as much product. So I did put a little too much concealer on, but we will work with that. I'm kind of liking how it's blending in so far. I just used a little too much concealer. So we're just going to go back in with brush A and just blend it in around the edges. Like that. Alright, so now we're just going to set the concealer. I'm using brush D to set my concealer, and I'm just going to first use the banana powder and my Pro Contour palette. Just going to place that in all the areas that I applied concealer. I like it because it is a very dense brush, so you're able to pack on the powder. So next we're going to contour. I'm going to first go in with my Bahama Mama bronzer, and I'm going to use brush C. I'm going to use that to contour with. Just going to do like that. So to contour my nose, I'm going to use the same Bahama Mama bronzer, and I'm going to go in with brush F. Brush F is a lot different from the other brushes. It's a little more slim and thin and narrow, good for contouring your nose. So we're just going to use that. Alright, so next we're just going to do a little baking. Now I'm going to go back in with the same brush that I used to set my concealer with, the brush D. And we're just going to go in with some Airspun powder, and we're just going to use that to bake with. Now that we're pretty much done with the face, we're going to go ahead and move on with the eyes. For the eyes today, I'm going to be using my Masquerade palette and also my Nubian 2 palette, my all-time favorite palettes to use. So first we are going to go in with the shade Burkina, which is a nice transition shade to use. I am going to use brush G. Brush G is smaller than brush F, which is the same thin, narrow type brush. We're just going to use that and apply it in the crease and just blend. This will actually be a good brush to use if you are trying to do a cut crease. So using the same brush, we're going to go in with Zulu, which is a brick, like a dirty red brick color. And we're going to use that and apply that directly under Burkina. So for the lid, we're going to go in with Nefertiti from the Nubian 2 palette, which is a bronzy goldish yellow color. It is a shimmer. And we're going to go in with brush I, which is a small circular brush. We're just going to use that and apply the color all over the lid. Okay, and to finish up the eyes, we're going to go in with Egypt from the Nubian 2, which is a shimmery green. And we're going to go in with brush H, which is the smallest of the 3 narrow brushes. And we're going to use that to line my bottom lash line. So we are done with the eyes. So now we're just going to wipe off all of the excess powder, and to do that we're going to use brush B, which is the second smallest of the large oval, and we're just going to use that to get off all the excess and just to blend everything in. So we're completely done with the eyes now. So moving on to the blush, I'm going to use my Nars Lovejoy blush, and going back in with the brush C, we're just going to use that to apply the blush. Okay, and for the highlight, we're going to use brush D, and we're going to use Giza from the Masquerade palette, and we're just going to use that to highlight. And we're going to go in with brush J, which is the smallest brush out of the entire set, and using the same shade Giza, we're going to use that to highlight the inner corners. This is it. This is the completed look using the overbrush set from mymakeupbrushset.com. I will definitely leave all the links and the products that I use listed down below in the description box. Part 2 of the review is coming up very soon, so don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out, and I'll just see you guys later.